just using that and knowing how to navigate through other people, and maybe your experiences will be different with somebody you know at work, like, oh, I don't even like that person, but I know that they're more of an analytical person, so maybe I'll come at them differently in this analytical way, and they be like, oh, but he ain't never came at me like that. He kind of spoke my language.
Right,
I'm kind of
exactly,
messing with him,
exactly.
and maybe we can get rid of some of that strife between, in the workplace and relationships and things like that. That's all I want to say real quick. I don't want to get too deep into it.
Up in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane.
Thanks, Alex.
Super, Dre, yo, super, Dre,
Yo, man, what's good? It's the Super Dre podcast. Y'all miss me yet or nah? I'm just playing with y'all, man. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support, man. We got a special one today. But first, man, if y'all watching on YouTube, make sure y'all click the like below. Hit that bell up top so y'all don't miss anything. Follow everything that we got going on. And, guys, we got a Patreon, man. I'm trying to create a community of like-minded individuals. We trying to become our super self each and every day, man. We can't be stuck in our old ways, and we just got to get better each and every day, man. So I really appreciate all the love and support that I've gotten lately. Make sure you guys tap into everything we do. Super Dre podcast on everything, and yeah, man, tap in with me. So yeah, like I was saying, man, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. I got a panel today, man. I feel important. I feel important or something, man. We're gonna go around the room real quick. Y'all may recognize one person at least right now. And we'll just introduce everybody. Start from right here, and we'll just go around like earlier.
Okay, cool. What's up, everybody? I am Ben, a.k.a. Benji Famous, a.k.a. Benji Know, the hardest you know. No, I'm just playing. But what's up? It's glad to be back. Well, am I supposed to introduce myself?
Oh, yeah, you do, yeah, whatever you want.
Well, it's still, I'm still the hardest, you know. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm still I'm a philanthropist. I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I got a lot of things going right now.
That's what's up.
Real estate.
Okay.
Working. Lived.
I like it.
Pop-ups.
I like it.
Event planning.
You moving.
Yeah. I got a lot of things going on.
That's a lot of inspiration right there. That's a lot of inspiration right there.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Anthony, what's good, man?
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Anthony Spurgeon. Although on my Instagram I'm Tony Spurgeon because I went by Tony most of my life, but I started going by Anthony recently because I thought, it's gonna appear on like if someone sees my full name, they're gonna call me Anthony first because usually when you have on documents you have your full name. I just started going by Anthony then just to make things easier, but I'm still on Instagram as Tony. I'm an actor primarily, and I'm also a writer. I've written some, plays that have been performed by local theaters. I've got some film projects that are in pre-production still that I've written, and I also am a tour guide and a trivia host. I decided at some point that I just couldn't handle being in one building all day working. I couldn't be in one location the whole time, and so I do a lot of part-time stuff, and the part-time work I do is performance-based and entertainment-based. So because it's what I enjoy doing, it's what's fulfilling to me, and I just didn't want to spend all day doing something not fulfilling. So those are the acting stuff, the touring, and the trivia hosting are all things that I do at various times of the day that keep me busy. So in a nutshell, that's my my current story.
Awesome. That was lit right there.
Good to meet you.
Thank you. Good to meet all you guys.
Yeah, man.
Great to be here.
My boy Deontay, what's good, buddy?
What's up, bro? I'm just gonna keep mine short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
My name Deontay. Some of y'all might remember me from Faith Family. Big ups to everybody who is.
You just
from Faith
assuming
Family.
everybody else that's watching right now know what Faith Family is?
He said he well known, self-proclaimed.
Say if y'all knew me, y'all saw me in the halls. You know what I'm saying?
But I just want to say, appreciate you for having me. Thank you, bro. I
Yeah.
appreciate being
Same here.
Shout out to Dre. He doing big things right now.
Big things. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Glad to be a part of it.
Appreciate it. That's what's up, man. And I'll wait till I got to say to after. And last but not least, my man Deuce. What's up, man?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They say the best for last. You feel me? But nah, it's Terrence, also known as Deuce. Locally known as Deuce, you know what I'm saying? Space Guy Deuce, you feel what I'm saying? Deuce ___ 214 on the ground. So you know what I'm saying. But
that deuce.
yeah, you know,
Deuce,
I ain't-
deuce.
you know, I'm on the music scene a little bit. You know what I'm saying. You know, between here and Houston, and you know, my boy, you know, brought me on to the show, and we're gonna rock the podcast.
We're
you
gonna
feel me?
rock it,
sir.
baby. We're
We
gonna rock
lit.
it, man. Well, I really appreciate everybody that came out. I got somebody. Hopefully, he's probably gonna show up in the middle of us doing this. So if y'all see some interruptions, don't flame me. We doing it ugly, baby. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Start
man.
somewhere.
Yeah, you already
Yeah.
know. So I gathered this amazing panel full of entrepreneurs. You know, philosophers. Well, I'm trying to-
Philosophers.
Maybe we are.
Yeah,
Maybe we're
philosophers.
Philosophers, patriarchs,
philosophers, business people, close friends.
family.
Some people that just want more in their life. And they're grinding in whatever lane that they are in, and they serve as a inspiration to what I'm trying to do here with the podcast. So, like I say, man, we're trying to become our super self. That's through, you know, like my cousin Benji's an entrepreneur. Through music, like Deuce, just being able to not be as much of an introvert with Deontay. You know what I'm saying? That's always my thing with you, bro. I love interacting with you, man. And even Anthony, just being a professional actor, being out there in the entertainment scene. Hopefully, these guys are able to inspire you to become your super self, and hopefully, I'll be able to give you guys value today. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, I may have one more person join, but it's gonna be weird with the camera angles.
First
so
thing.
what's
Shout
up?
out to all my introverts out there.
All the introverts,
yeah.
man.
Shout out.
Hey, I love the introverts because they store so much energy.
They do.
So when they out there in the
They
when they get their time to shine, they exhaust all their energy right there, and they go all out truly. But then they just drained after that. But
Listen, you
Get
got
drained
one
quick.
mission. After that one
Yeah.
mission, it's over.
it's
Back
concentrated.
to hibernating.
Let me just-
You'll see me in a few months.
Let me just say something about that. Introverts, I think, get a bad rap usually because
They
you know
do.
they spend their time mostly alone, and you know today's
Nah,
culture is about go, activity. But you know socializing is exhausting. Let's just be
Nah,
real.
look,
Yeah.
the introverts get credit where I'm from. They got the juice where I'm from, cause you know what I'm saying. They the true definition of real G's moving
Yeah.
silence like
Right,
Facts.
right.
Yeah.
They
Right.
quietly getting
I feel like introverts are a fair balance to society.
Right.
Cause I'm outside, you know, but I need an introvert with me to, you know, keep the balance going, you know.
Facts.
Right.
I actually think that introverts can sometimes make better extroverts than extroverts because in situations where you do have to be social, the introvert has spent so much time, you know, thinking about stuff and being
Pre-planning,
in
yeah.
depth,
Pre-planning.
pre-planning how they're going to interact with
Blueprint.
people.
Yep.
That it's much, that is
See what you did there. See what you did there.
when you're socializing all the time, you're much more likely to say something stupid and to alienate someone and to piss people off. But when you got more time to yourself, you can think about what do I actually think? You know, what is appropriate, and that makes you more. You know,
So you
when you
say-
go out in public, it's better. You know.
So the introverts are the thinkers. Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
The
I
philosopher.
think I'm
Was it
mixed up.
philosophers? No.
Yeah,
or
yeah, they
like thought,
definitely-
like thought
yeah.
leaders.
Yeah,
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I
They
recently
definitely
got
are.
into thought leading and really knowing what that is, and just
Mhm.
some people when they cooped up, they may be intensely like laser focused. That's why introverts they have this laser focus. They build up all the energy and they focus and they condense it into whatever it
Yeah.
is that they're gonna
Yeah,
do.
and they're gonna dominate.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna dominate it.
No.
Everything.
Can it be a mixture of the two? Can
Oh
you?
yeah, for sure.
I
for
feel
sure.
like I
it's
have
a
I
mixture
have
of the two.
extrovert tendencies, but I'm outside though. Like
I'm
that's just me.
outside.
I'm outside.
That's what's up, man. We're gonna jump into this thing. Oh, and that, like I was saying, all that stuff. I kind of got off my rockers, man.
No worries, we here.
But
We
I
here.
got
Take
really
your time.
excited because it was cool for you guys to talk about that and experience that as a group, because we all have these, like you said, can you be both? Yes, somebody can be both. We all have these
course.
different tendencies, these
Mhm.
different ways,
Right.
and that's why I got real big into personal development and just developing yourself and becoming your super self. Personality, if nobody's familiar with like the DISC assessment or like any personality test that kind of gives you an overview of, your values as a person, how you move, how you interact, and things like that. I believe that's very important because once you get to know yourself a little more and you get to understand yourself, I'm like, oh, I do this because I don't really value this because of, once you start making those connections, you'll start to move differently in your life. You'll start to move and interact with things differently in your life. So what I did with the guys here, I passed around some cards, passed around some cards. If you can see, Yu-Gi-Oh. Ooh.
I was about to say, did you say Yu-Gi-Oh?
I did say Yu-Gi-Oh. I did say Yu-Gi-Oh. Hey, I got
Memories,
I got
boy.
homies that still play Yu-Gi-Oh. I
Listen.
still got my Yu-Gi-Oh deck, man. Shout out to the Zombie Light Swarm, man. But I pulled out these cards, and yeah, you know what it is, Deontay. I beat you a couple times with it. You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
I never learned how to play.
Hold on.
It's crazy difficult at this point. There's all this kind of stuff and a lot of money, but that's a whole nother podcast, man. OGs. But I pulled out the cards for the guys, and what they did, these are, kind of like personality traits. For me, I kind of talk about it sometimes. I'm a high I. I'm a people person. I value relationships.
Same.
Community and things like that. And that's more of my priority. That's more of me as a person. And like my lowest like attribute or personality trait is like an action person, somebody who's gonna take action and go out there and just most entrepreneurs are high. Well, in disc is like high D or an A. They're action people. They're gonna go out there and hit it hard. And I'm more low of that. And we all have these. There's a sprinkle a little bit everywhere, but there's one that trumps most. Sometimes you may prefer something over the other one. I know it, but sometimes we just really gotta look within ourselves and be like, okay, this is not like I gotta know who I am. So we're gonna go around the room real quick, and it's called breaking your code, man. We're gonna break our code. What you giggling about over here?
Listen, they distracted me on
He
here.
over here giggling. The fans,
Listen,
hey,
it's
as
the
long as
insider.
As long as the fans love
Yeah,
it.
it's the inside. I
He
can't.
vibing.
Listen,
He vibing.
we outside. Come.
We outside, baby. We outside. We got the nurturing. That's the end. The blueprint. Maybe I can go over a little bit. Nurturing, values, relationships, ethics, charity, community. Blueprint, which is the B. Values, stability, systems, rules, duty, responsibility. The A's, the action, values, freedom, flexibility, spontaneity, action, opportunity. I don't know if I said that right. And then, right. And then, and then we got knowledge. They value learning, logic, truths, expertise, science. Things like that. I didn't go down the whole list, but you kind of get the gist. If not, go back and listen again and run them plays up. But I had everybody here at the table kind of write down most likely them, leading on those values. I have everybody go around and just kind of say what they wrote. I'll start first. I am my code, and it's called breaking your code. So we're going to say our code. My code is N, nurturing, K, knowledge, B, blueprint, and A, action. Benji, what you got?
Let me see those cards.
Okay.
Oh, okay. My code is. Oh, well, never mind.
I
You
got
go
the
ahead.
same code.
Yeah, I was like, we got the same.
Yeah, but I thought we was elaborating, so I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
I needed to
Not
know
yet,
what.
not
Yeah,
yet.
We
I
will
needed to know
elaborate.
what I was elaborating on.
They'll be
But
right
that's
here
okay.
for reference.
Gotcha.
They're right here
Yeah.
for reference.
Well, my code is NKB as well.
Okay.
We come from the same.
My code is NAKB, NAKB, nurturing, action, knowledge, and blueprint.
My code is BKAN, blueprint, knowing, action, and nurturing.
All right, and mine is NBKA, nurturing, blueprint, knowledge, and action.
Cool. So with that being said, you guys feel like those attributes help? That's more y'all, right?
Most of the time.
Yeah, most, yeah.
Depending on the day,
A rough
sometimes I
draft.
might flip a couple.
Yeah.
I might flip a couple depending on the day, but most of the time, yeah, this is probably it.
It's very much
Yeah.
a situational thing, you know what I'm saying?
But I, as a person, like me knowing that, like
Who you are and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
me-
Yeah,
This
me
is
knowing-
definitely ground zero.
cool. Yeah, cool.
You
Yeah,
say
you gotta. I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
right here. Yeah. You
Groundbreaking.
got to be able to start somewhere. I'll go around. So maybe hopefully you guys out there can kind of take some of this and maybe get to know want to break your code, and I'll probably put these up, maybe some photos or something, so y'all can see. Y'all can let me know what y'all code is. I'm gonna go around the table and just kind of ask some questions. They'll be different. They won't be the same. We ain't homogenous up in here, but and then we'll just kind of see how knowing these values, how do you move through your life, and how you do things. I'm gonna start with Deontay.
Yes, sir.
Deontay, my man. What's good? Welcome to the Super J Podcast.
Glad to be here,
Welcome
Brody.
to the Super J Podcast. I appreciate you, my mans.
Appreciate you for the opportunity.
Anytime. I want to know. How do you feel like? What was your first letter?
Blueprint, bro.
Blueprint.
Big
How-
B's.
Big B's.
Big B's.
How do you feel? How do you feel like
Stamp of
having values as a blueprint?
Let me see that card.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See what I'm
saying?
saying?
Said,
See
let me
where I was going with it?
You said, let me make sure this is really me.
Exactly. Let me see where I was
For the
going
right
with it. I'm
answer,
like,
yeah, make sure
let
for
me
the
make
right
sure
answer.
before
See
I
if I
start
got the
talking.
assignment right.
Right.
Yeah, but as you're looking over, how do you feel that? How do you feel like Blueprint helps you navigate through your life, knowing those values? How do you feel like you navigate through your life?
Well, I put it first for a reason, because
Obviously.
I feel like it's like a big part of my life. Most of these stability, structure, systems, planning processes, duties, rules, all that, traditions, all that. Because I'm an introvert, so I keep to myself a lot. So that means I'm very cautious of what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I got to plan on stuff like that. So like stability, I need to be structured first before I do anything outside my comfort zone. I gotta make sure I'm okay with it, so I won't what's the word I'm trying to use?
Be
So
an extrovert.
Yeah. So I won't make a fool of myself or stuff
Okay,
like
wait
that.
a minute now. No, I'm just
No. But yeah, I gotta be I need a blueprint. I need structure in my life. So and I'm cautious. So I gotta know.
You just don't want to come off the wrong way.
Yeah,
It's not about.
Because I've been told a lot.
being
Because I
extrovert,
am
yeah.
an introvert. I
Yeah.
can be like an asshole sometimes.
Right.
Like what I say
Yeah.
sometimes, but.
Okay, that's what's up. Deuce. What was your least? What was your least value? What was the one that was least you?
Damn,
On your-
so it got to be the one at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one
shit,
I
so-
had. He's like, dang, I can't pick
That's why you
one.
put it at the end.
He wants to pick the one. He won't talk about it.
No, cause you picked that.
okay, look. Okay, the reason why I say this one last, the reason why I put action last is because, say freedom, flexibility. Okay, attention. Like, when it comes down to action, bro, I do, attention. When looking at attention, I'm thinking about, with your spouse, with, with your friends, are you, who are you giving your attention to? I don't give my attention out that often, you feel what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
it's it's opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Opportunity, it knocks when it knocks, you feel what I'm saying? So it's hey, if I got it, I got it. If I don't, I don't, you know what I'm saying? But, just action is going to be last because it's the last thing that I'm going to do. You feel me? You got to give me a reason to move. You feel me? So that's why I chose action last.
Okay. I was just
Actions
wondering.
speak louder than words.
I was just asking. I was just
I mean,
asking.
they speak louder than words, but you know what I'm saying? I got to hear what you're saying first. You feel me? So
I feel you. So what was your first one? Nurturing.
my first one was nurturing.
Nurturing. Okay. Why do you feel like? How do you navigate through your life with?
Can I see that card?
Sure. Sure you.
They get where
Sure-
I'm coming from.
sure you-
then with
sure
the
you can
car.
see.
You know what I'm
Say,
saying?
let me
Go
read
give
the
me
cards.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
The more they read the cards, they're gonna remember. They're gonna remember. They're like, damn, I ain't forget nothing on that card.
But see, okay, so nurturing, you know what I'm saying? Relationships, authenticity, personal growth, significance, you know what I'm saying? Teamwork, community charity. I ain't gonna lie, the community charity shit, I don't do too much of that.
That's cool. That's cool.
I do it when I do it. I do it when I do it. You know, I guess, when I work for Amazon, that's some charity work. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm giving you your package. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna do that.
You call your job
You call it
your-
Something
like,
he gets
like you
paid
doing
for.
charity work that pay you.
That pays you. I want to get into that charity.
Yeah.
I want to get. I need that charity.
But look,
gift of giving.
Now,
right?
that's
As long as y'all pay me $23 an hour, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. You
The
feel
gifts
me?
that
But that's
keeps on
something I
giving.
wanna. That's something I
Why
do.
is that
I
charitable?
do want to work on with the nurturing part, the community and charity thing. But the thing that I exercise a lot of is like keeping your relationships. Sometimes relationships can be greater to you than money. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like I like to. You got to keep your relationships good.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? You got to make sure your personal growth. You know what I'm saying? Is sustained. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
So,
come first. Remember that.
yeah, you come first.
No, facts.
Got it, facts.
All
Got
facts.
it.
Well, see, I take that approach and then I'm an a-hole because
Listen.
like you take care of yourself too. I'm like,
Listen,
yo,
why-
man, it's
I
me
mean,
first. I don't care about
listen.
no.
I mean, I remember growing up. I even used to tell my mom because I remember hearing her. She used to be like, I did this, that, and the other, so y'all can do this. Or I didn't do this, so y'all can do this. I'm like, well, shit.
You said, well, shit.
You say it like that.
I was like, if you say it like that, I feel like if this is what you feel like you needed to do, I feel like you need to take care of yourself first. You feel what I'm saying? But that's
Mhm.
just, I feel like I used to always say like, if you make sure you all right, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Because if it's something
that's
that you
powerful.
needed, if it's something that you needed, you know what I'm saying, that you put to the side for some stuff that you thought that you wanted for us, if you would, especially if it's health issues or something like that, if you put your health aside for us and we lose you, I'ma wish you
Yep.
went to the doctor.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
never did the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like, don't sacrifice your personal growth. You know what I'm saying? But you're still neutral to your relationships and your responsibility to who
As a
you
parent and stuff
as a
like
parent
that.
Yeah.
who you are to your
Exactly.
Spicy. That was spicy as hell.
Mm.
Woo, that was spicy. Benji, what you got?
What am I supposed to say?
Oh, just
Guy asking them questions.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, which one?
Oh,
am
yeah,
I
I'm
talking
asking the
about?
questions around
right.
here.
Which one
I'm
am I
a-
talking
I'm
about?
asking the questions. What was your third? Well, actually, what was your? Yeah, what was your third one? Your third value.
Big B.
Yeah.
Third personality.
Third
trait.
values was blueprint.
Why did you put blueprint as third?
First of all, just reading off some of the other cards, I feel like I put some of that stuff first because, like, kind of piggyback on what he's saying. If you don't have a foundation, then you can't go nowhere else. So I feel like the other two are my foundation, and then after that, the stability and the structure, the planning, the processing, the duties, the rules, all that comes with knowing, who you are. So I picked that because this is very important to me, though. So I had a hard time with this one, honestly, placing this one. But I feel like
Talk
It-
about it. Talk about it.
with this one and the knowledge, because knowledge and the blueprint, I feel like go hand in hand. But if you don't have knowledge, you can't make a blueprint, to me, in my eyes. So I just went ahead and picked this one third. But yeah, this is very important to me. Titles, traditions, rules. I feel like a lot of that stuff is very important because, again, it keeps you grounded. It's a good, solid foundation. It keeps you humble. A reminder of where, like, you came from, what you're trying to do. It keeps you, goal orientated. It keeps you having your vision at the forefront
Yeah, I think
for me.
I mean, not making it a feminist thing or nothing like that. But I feel like,
You should look into the definition of feminist. But go ahead.
but I'm saying it as in, because what I'm about to say is that
Oh, okay.
I feel like as a man, you know what I'm saying, that blueprint card should be one or two.
Mm-hmm.
Like specifically, if you a man, more so if you a man than a woman,
Mhm.
because like as a man, bro, you gotta have your steps planned, bro. Like
Yeah.
you can't just get out here willy nilly trying to just do stuff. It's people that has, you know what I'm saying, and it took them to certain places, but once they got to that place from their own, they had to have that blueprint to go
Mhm.
any further. So I feel like you're right. I feel like the blueprint gonna be first or second on.
Yeah, it go hand in hand. Like I had a hard time choosing with both of them, but yeah, I feel it though.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all getting deep today, man. I appreciate it. Y'all
Facts.
killing it.
Facts.
Tony.
Yes, sir.
What was yours? Nabica?
Well,
Nabica?
yeah, Nabik.
Nabik.
That sounds
Nah,
That sounds
Nabik.
like an African name.
Yeah,
Nabik.
Nabik.
Yeah, not
playing
kid.
on
Like-
Star Wars or something.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
Star Wars
like,
name?
like a
Yeah,
space
but-
theme.
Planet
Namek
Namek.
Like
or
Cap,
something.
yeah, Planet
That's Dragon
Namek.
Ball Z.
Yeah, Naked,
Oh man, oh man. What was your first personality?
Same as yours. My first was the orange card, nurturing. In fact, could I see that
Yes,
card real
sir.
quick? Thank
Well, you can look at that. I want to also know what was your least.
My
favorite
least was
year?
actually Blueprint.
Okay,
Is the fourth
That's
one.
the one I want. You can.
Yeah,
pass
so I'll
that
look at
to
that
me.
one too. I'll look at my first and least cards and sort of
So
compare
so
the
you
two.
can look at that real quick. Hey man,
Yeah.
if y'all liking this, making sure y'all put the chat. Hold on. Let me get the camera on me. Make sure y'all put the fires in the chat. Make sure y'all let me know if y'all like this.
Hitting the
Yeah,
mic.
all that good stuff, man. Sorry, I just had to pay some bills.
No,
for
go
something.
ahead.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
So I like that on these cards, the symbol for nurturing is a flower, like a sunflower, and
Yeah.
the symbol for blueprint is like I don't even know the name of that tool, but it's like the tool is used for like
It's
drafting.
I know what you're talking about. It's the
Yeah, you use it for like making blueprints. Like it's the tools used for protractor. Yeah. Protractor.
Look at you. Look at you.
That's it. You're smart. I should know that for sure. I've used protractors before, but no, I put nurturing at the front because I am sometimes, to my detriment, I'm a huge softie. I'm just very, very sensitive and like it was actually a problem when I was younger because I would get so emotional about stuff that I'd get made fun of a lot for the other kids, and that would just exacerbate the problem. You know, I couldn't control like sadness or stuff like that. But I just think that I'm a very emotional person. My emotions are very supercharged and very, very intense, and so that's why the nurturing, like it says on the card here, it says relationships, authenticity, personal growth, teamwork, all that stuff. To me, human interaction, and the sense of the sense of relying on other people, depending on other people, is very important to me because left to my own devices, and this is for anyone, not just me, but anyone like left on a desert island alone. There's a small percentage of people who would love that, who would love to be alone on a desert island and spend all their times in isolation and not have to deal with other people. But for me, that would, despite the fact that I am very introverted and I do spend a lot of time alone, I need to balance that with with personal relationships and personal interaction. And so, to me, it's the most important thing for me is my sense of who I am and in relation to other people. Because you can have all these thoughts in your head about who you actually are and what your relationship is in the world is. You're not going to know that if you aren't getting feedback from other people, if you're not understanding how other people view you, because you could be to me, too much isolation just leads to this complete fantasy world. And so that's why the nurturing is important to me. Blueprint is the least for me because, and of course it says stuff on here like responsibility, duty, rules, Sometimes a lot of the times those are things I have a problem with, I have a problem with.
Don't we all?
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
exactly.
We all.
Yeah.
I have a problem
Yeah.
with rigidity about things like this is how it is, this is the way things are, because so much of the time I found people who have it in their heads, if there's only one way to do things, that to me almost never works. The idea of like you have to do it this way because it works for us, and that's the way it works for us, and you can't deviate from that. That to me is really dangerous because you don't know somebody else's experience. You don't know what they've been through in life, how they see things, and what they've experienced. And so if you take someone and you say, do it this way because that's how I do it, and it's worked for everyone else and worked for me, you don't know that in their life and their personal experience, it could be a complete disaster for them. And I'm being very vague in general, but just trying to apply it to as many things as possible. So I personally have a hard time with following a schedule, keeping a structure, because my head is my brain's so emotional and everything. It's hard for me to sort of stay in one headspace for so long. And part of stability and structure is thinking the same way all the time. And sometimes my mind changes very abruptly in an instant, and so that can screw up any structure or stability I've had in my life. So going back to it all, I would say the nurturing value is highest for me, and the blueprint value is lowest for me, even though I can't everyone has to have some structures and order in their life, of course. But if you live your life as putting the structure above all else, it's just going to end up a disaster at some point. I think you should have personal relationships, and because personal relationships are all very different. No relationship between two people you can compare to another one. So that sort of spontaneous, sort of in the moment experience you have with another person is higher for me than the rigid structure of life.
No, I agree with what you were saying, bro.
Thank you.
I agree with what you were saying.
Mhm.
To that, like,
Speaking
but
of my family.
what I don't agree with.
Speaking of my family.
Oh,
Hello,
my
hello.
bad. You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I
we
agree
good,
with
we good.
everything that you're saying. You feel me? But what
Yeah.
I don't agree with is like Blueprint being all the way last. But what I do agree with is that Blueprint shouldn't be overall, and it's part of the reason why I switched it around like that.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, if you do the Blueprint first, like you say, you're gonna be stuck trying to conform only to that. You feel me? Now,
Yeah.
what you were speaking on is actually what I live, though. You know what I'm saying? Having to be a nurturer before I get to the blueprint and the structuring part, because like in the personal life, especially having a spouse, you know what I'm saying, living with your spouse is you have to make sure that they good first, and that's part of the personal growth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Right.
I heard you say something about you may not know their background, and I started out in my life trying to be the one pushing the structure first, but I learned the hard way that we don't come from the same background.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't grow up in the same house.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna disagree with him, but then he definitely put the disclaimer out there first. It's definitely how you came up and what resonates with you. Because for me, I'm a lot like you. I didn't grow up with a lot of structure and all that because of unfortunate situations or what have you. So now that's like very important to me. It don't seem like it, but it's very important.
I grew up with structure. The thing is, I'm attracted to people who came from households that didn't have structure. You feel what I'm saying?
Because it's the opposite. Yeah.
Like, it's the opposite.
Right.
And, and like I say, when I tried to put structure first, the same way I came up in my personal relationships, like dealing with females and stuff, that was always the downfall, because they didn't come from a totally structured household.
Exactly.
Like I did.
And being equally yoked is important too when it comes to that. But that's a whole other thing. But yeah, we appreciate. Yeah.
I do want to make it clear to you guys that you guys have both said that you came from an experience growing up of not a lot of structure, of having a lot of not super structured and stable. I, on the other hand, am very fortunate that I came from a very stable, normal home and everything. So the structure and and all that stuff was very sort of not an
second
issue.
nature
Second nature for me, exactly. Which is maybe why I put it last. I can totally understand from your guys' perspective coming from coming from a more unstructured, chaotic background. I can understand why you would, from that instance, put their blueprint a lot higher. So just from my point of view, because it's just not as the basic structure of life was never a problem for me. In your guys' case, it's different, so you put it up higher. So I think that a lot of the order we put these cards in is just comes out of our life experience and the home we were born in, and none of us we can't control that at all.
Exactly.
None of us have anything to do with the home, with who our parents are,
how we were brung
up. Exactly. That's none of our so none of us can take any sort of personal responsibility for any of that. But we can. So what I think the way to think about what these cards are, it's not sort of like how I choose to live in the world. It's sort of like what my upbringing produced, like what I am as a result of where I came from, and that to me is sort of like it's the part of yourself that you can't control. You can't control your skin color, can't control your eye color, can't control a lot of things about yourself. And you just have to sort of take stock and accept. And another thing you can't control is your upbringing, what your experiences were growing up. And your upbringing has for better or worse, has permanent effects on who you are today. So what you can do is you can assess. The thing to do with these cards is figure out exactly who you are, and then move forward from there and decide, well, what do I want to do next? And so you can't accomplish what you want to do if you don't know exactly who you are. So I think that's the best way to think about this is the best, just determine who you are based on where you came from, basically.
Woo! That's
Damn.
fire, man. Y'all was in that thing. I was like, let me take some notes up over here, man. That was so fire, and it was cool to see different perspectives.
Right.
Even though you guys disagree on certain areas or whatever like that, it was still constructive. And like you said, like based on how we can't control those other variables, how we grew up, who was our mom, dad, all that kind of stuff. We can't control that, but what we can control is who we are and how we react and how we navigate through the world, knowing that we're this person and that we value this type of thing. Man, that was too lit, man. I want to go around the table one more time and make it a little quick a little bit. But sorry, I was looking at a text message. How would you guys did you guys like kind of not really learn anything, but like or did you learn anything? Was there something that y'all learned from these cards and from listening to each of us? Yeah, from each of us talking how our personality really shapes the way that we do things in our life. Did anybody get something out of that?
The cards helped me kind of. Well, like, of course, everybody, when you come in, you read a room, and so you kind of peep everybody. So the cards definitely put in perspective what I initially got from everybody initially, because it definitely resonates, if you will. I learned a little bit by myself as well, as far as, where is my card at? The blue one, yeah. Just as far as the knowledge and the blueprint, like, I had just even figuring them out, I had a hard time picking which one was first. So it made me kind of self-evaluate, well, what do I really value over what? So that kind of helped me a little bit too, though.
Okay. Anybody else?
Crazy you said that because he said he had a hard time. I feel like I didn't have a hard time.
He's like, shoot, that was me.
That was
right
easy. That was
there.
lightweight.
I feel like I knew right away which ones was really me.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like when he was saying we all come from different backgrounds.
Right.
Exactly.
Some of us had harder
Upbringing.
than others.
Mm-hmm.
Like I grew up with a single dad. My dad raised me by himself. So when I put the blueprint. So that's why
It's everything.
structure.
Yeah, everything plays out.
Cause my dad raised me, so structure is a big key for me. Cause I only had one parent growing up, and we had a hard time. Cause he had to work a job and do other things outside of work. That's to bring ends meet to the table. So I respect my dad for that a lot. So I look up to him a lot. So this is a key factor for me. And I know the nurturing part, I put it last.
Good job, boy.
I put it last. I mean, it is important. I can see I might overjudge. I probably would be now talking about it. It probably would be up higher. Probably be like third or second now, but nurturing is a key part. Even though I am an introvert, I really don't socialize like that. I really just keep to myself. So that's probably why I put it last, because I know I ain't a people person like that.
He ain't in the community.
Right.
I'm not in. I'm not outside like that. I'm not outside.
Yeah,
I'm inside.
He's very much inside on lockdown.
I'm inside, but
Where you at?
Yeah.
I'm in the back.
way in the back.
Way in the back. And don't
but
want to get
nurturing
up.
is a key part, though. I probably would put it higher on my list now that I'm thinking about it. Because personal growth, ethics, relationships. Because me being here,
So you're going to
today,
retract that statement now. You're having a little harder time placing them, huh? Because
He's
it's
like,
not
my
as
bad.
easy
No,
now.
no, no, I
It's
did.
not as
all
easy.
over the place.
Because now it's like me being here is like out of my comfort zone. So talking like this is very out of my comfort zone, but it is a good thing to do.
Hey,
Right.
that's
But we can tell you
That's the
comfortable, though.
That's
Yeah.
the first thing
Yeah.
I noticed when he walked through the door. Like, oh shit, this nigga, cause like
Yeah, back
Him
in
out of
high
all
back
people.
in high school.
When you came in, it was me and him, and he already know us. Like we went to
Yeah.
school, we all went to school together, so it was a little more easier. Like, did you feel more uneasy when it was a couple more people that you don't know?
honestly, no.
Oh, okay,
Like I'm
you-
still talking. Like I could talk. I can normally just talk.
yeah.
He went to Count Raleigh, so he
So-
don't have no excuse. So I'm pretty
Honestly,
sure
on
he
camera,
I
thought-
feel
I
like
was-
it has a lot to do with
You
us
was
too, though,
turned the
because if we
camera
came
out.
in here with a different approach or a different
I mean, they
attitude,
seem cool.
it
Like,
could,
they presence
yeah,
to me
exactly,
was like, okay, they
yeah, he
Yeah.
vibe check, yeah, like
I
yeah.
guess so. That's what's up, man.
Bro,
What's up? What's up?
can we go ahead? Can we throw some in there real quick? Zodiac signs. What's the zodiac? What's the
You want to go
zodiac
there then?
sign?
What's your
I'm
about
a
to get
Libra.
iffy.
Libra?
I'm a
Explain.
Pisces.
Okay.
Pisces. Oh yeah, yeah.
I
fuck with
know
that,
that I'm a
yeah.
Capricorn, but I really don't follow like what
Oh,
they mean and
it-
what it has to do with it.
Everything's
So I can't-
playing out.
Everything plays out.
And what's
Yeah.
what's your birthday?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh, Taurus.
Taurus.
Okay.
Bro,
Everything is playing out. I'm a
everybody's like,
Leo.
"Oh, okay," putting them together. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Bro, I don't even know what y'all putting
Yeah, me
together.
neither.
I don't mess
I'm
with the
big
zodiac. I
Leo
don't mess with the
vibe.
zodiac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been a Taurus and Blueprint Friends.
But
makes
if you pay
absolute sense.
attention to it, like
that makes sense.
everybody that's born within that frame or what have you has a lot of the same similarities or move a lot in the same way.
Mhm.
And like Pisces, outgoing, free, everybody always gets along with them. What are you again?
The Libra.
Libra, yeah, unbalanced. Like just
Yeah.
they don't know what they doing.
They just don't know.
Taurus, bullhead, like
Stubborn.
very
Facts.
stubborn, but very nurturing, very caring. Like
Yeah,
they solid people though. Taurus are very solid people. Capricorn, very self-centered, very like
That's true.
into themselves.
Very knowledgeable.
Yeah, very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
very knowledgeable as well though. Very much
Yeah.
so. And Leos, we like alpha,
True.
top
Oh,
dog.
you say you're a Leo?
Yeah, top
Oh,
dog.
okay,
Like
yeah,
outgoing,
yeah,
free.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
outside.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe there's something to the zodiac stuff because
Yeah.
I am very self-centered. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
that's-
they have astrologists. Like I've actually had a couple like street astrologists. You know, what I'm saying?
Street
oh,
astrologers.
you
Yeah,
walk up on
the
the
hood
street and they
dude.
like give you your little
Like,
reading
let me
and
read
No,
your
stuff.
like,
palm for
not
10
even
bucks.
that. Like, when
what
I
is what kind of astrology?
When I lived in Houston, I stayed in my complex. I was outside. You feel
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know
saying?
that's right.
Bro, Houston was a different playground. But
Yeah.
that's another story. It's like I'll be on my porch, you know what I'm saying? Looking at the females, trying to catch the real kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
going fishing.
Typical.
That's happening,
Going
but,
fishing.
sometimes, some of the dudes be riding through and stuff. Hey, young blood, let me talk to you. I'm like, oh shit, what's up? It was like, man, I can see your aura. I'm like, what type of shit is
Yeah. Yeah,
can
that's
tell you
that's a lot.
different.
Yeah, that means a lot too.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
aura, your charisma,
Yeah,
your
it's
energy,
like
your
chakra.
presence.
He was
Yeah.
like, well, I'm not I do the astrology. Let me read
Oh.
your chart.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah, my best friend is one of those.
so I'm like, okay, read my chart. And he taught me a couple things about myself.
Yeah.
That made sense.
That
and I'm
made
like,
perfect
okay,
sense.
That's cool.
That
So
made
it's like-
perfect sense. Yeah.
But just talking to him, like, it's a astrologist type of deal. Now, you can
Mhm.
read it. It's stuff you can read, but
Sound like you going on a spiritual journey.
yeah,
Mhm.
nigga,
Define yourself.
dude,
Yeah.
gave me crystals and shit.
Yeah,
I-
crystals.
Yeah.
That's what all that
That's
is.
what's up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
But I'm not that deep into it.
They-
It's all
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
It's
Chart, though.
definitely a different type of world.
Man, well, I'm glad y'all got something out of that. I was literally up all night, like, man, what can I do? How can I give value? How can I, just help? Because that was my main thing. Like, we can sit here and do a podcast on whatever.
On whatever.
But
yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
give value to people out there that's just wanting more or just wanting to explore, like just knowing things about yourself. Like you said, like it's very important, man. I think I got somebody coming down the hallway. Let me go into. We're gonna go around the table one more time.
Another one.
Another
We're
one.
gonna spin the block.
Hey, let me
Spin the
pay
block.
some bills. Let me pay some bills. Do freestyle real quick.
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
We're gonna freestyle. You know what I'm
Dang.
saying? He just put
Big
me on the
deuce.
spot. He just
Big
put me on
deuce.
the spot like that.
Whoa.
Turn-
Hold on.
turn on the
While he
instrument.
doing that, y'all go follow me on
Yeah,
Instagram, Benji
Alright.
Famous.
Benji Famous.
Benji
Well, no,
Famous,
I'm
go
sorry.
follow.
I'm sorry. It's Benji_prominent. Cause I'm a prominent figure.
Benji Prominent.
Benji_prominent. Hey, what's up?
How's it going, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Benji_prominent.
All right. We back.
Look, so we paid bills. I did a little freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
I don't even know what he did. I gotta.
Hey, Jack, really sorry. You got a bathroom nearby, just so I can head out real quick and use it real quick.
Oh yeah, yeah. So go out the door, go all the way back to the elevators to the left.
Okay.
and then take it right.
Yeah.
This is down the hall. It's gonna be on your right
All
side.
right, I'll be right back. Thanks.
Literally the
Yeah,
same
we
way.
just
like
we
you
just gonna
came.
dock that off your pay. That's all right. Go
Okay.
ahead.
No, it's all good. You can sit right there. Sit right there real quick. Sit right there real
We
quick.
gonna dock the pay.
Yes, sir.
Yo, man! I got a special guest hopping on the mic. Hopping on the mic was good.
Welcome.
What's good? Armel, go ahead and introduce yourself to the family, man. This is Super J Podcast. And just let us know real quick what's going on. He wasn't able to come when we started. I didn't have a camera view for him, but I just want you guys to know who he is and kind of get familiar with the space, man. He up and coming, man. What's up? How you doing? How you feeling?
What's poppin', y'all? What's poppin'? It's your boy Armel, and I'm in the house, aka Gorilla Man.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm an artist in all aspect of artistry, not just in music, fashion, art. Everything you can think of as an artist. I'm trying to master that craft. You know, that's my journey right now.
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure to meet y'all.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to meet you,
I
too.
apologize I couldn't come in earlier.
No worries.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
We're gonna dock your pay too. It's all right.
It's all good. It's all good. Nobody getting paid, so
Right.
we just
we
spending
speaking it into existence.
We spending money for the ones that had to.
nah,
that had
for
Maybe
real,
one
have
day.
to come here.
Maybe one day. You never know.
No, yeah,
Maybe
we
one day,
manifesting
maybe
this.
one
This
day.
is just the start of it.
Hey, you already know we finna start making some bread. It's on.
Oh, yeah,
beginning,
yeah,
man.
it's
you
up.
already know.
It's
You
up.
already know.
Ground zero.
It's
ground
up.
zero.
Yeah.
Y'all quick. Hey, real quick, Armel, let people know where they can find you at. Let them know where they can check the music out. What's the newest single coming out? Let them know real quick, man.
All right, so I got to first, you can get me on Instagram, Rafael Armel. It's RAFAEL ARMEL. You can find me on YouTube, Armel Lawani, ARMEL LAWANI. I got a whole documentary out right now, a few music videos out right now that we shot back home in West Africa.
Yeah.
My man was gone for some months. We just balled last week. My man was back in the
My
States.
first time I got back. Yeah,
damn.
bro.
Yes, sir.
Got that going on. Got a book coming out too called "It Is
Woo.
What It Is."
It is what it is.
That was
I
something
like
I
that.
didn't know. I didn't know that
I
one.
like that. I like
That's what's
that.
up. What's it called again, bro?
So it is what it is. So
Okay.
I'm dropping,
It is what it is.
I'm dropping my album either the end of this year or the beginning of next year. And after I drop it, I'm gonna give myself about like a year space to finish the book. And then from there on, we tapping into fashion as well. Yo, stay tuned for that.
What if the album take off?
If the album take off, then the whole world take off. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you gonna have to put the book on pause for a little bit.
Yeah.
Boss man back, so I'm gonna have to step out here, man. It's a pleasure meeting y'all.
All good. Hey, man, make sure y'all tap into everything. Make sure y'all tap in. I had to get him in real quick. Like I said, I don't have an angle for him, unfortunately. He going to be hanging out. We're going to get our podcast going soon, so y'all make sure y'all tap into that. But, yeah, man, we're going to go around the table real quick. Like I said, I mean, man, we learned a lot, man. Like, we had different perspectives. We viewed things very differently. We moved through this earth very differently. In the paragraph or two, explain how you will now use these values and this new this new mindset that you have. Like how would you use these values to navigate through your life in the way that you did not before? We'll start with Benjamin.
No, start with him.
Oh, okay. He was like, wait a minute.
We going this way too
please
often.
don't stop. Please
Let's
don't.
start with him.
Go ahead, dude.
You know what I'm saying? The MBKA, you feel me? I feel like I'ma just exercise it a lot. I'ma exercise it a lot more. I may even try to switch it up, you know what I'm saying? Try to put actions first, you feel me? Like I feel like moving forward in my personal life, it'll require me to put a lot of stuff to like the task, you feel me? Like I mean, that's all I got.
That's what's up. Hey, that's all.
That's
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Deontay, what's up? How you gonna use your new
I
family?
had BKAN, right?
Okay, he just shut me up.
No.
I got it, bro.
I got it.
Okay.
But yeah, like he was saying, I might switch it up because now when we going over things and I'm hearing everybody's perspective on everything, I'm looking like, okay, maybe it's something I need to do differently. 'Cause I hear all y'all doing big things. You know what I mean? So I might not. So I might just switch like nurturing. I might switch nurturing around. It might be two. It might go second. It might go third.
He said it may or may not. Y'all watch out.
Not.
Catch me on the good
But it's
day.
a lot of
Right,
things. Like,
right.
This
Savage, you
is
might have
like
a heart.
a different concept. So
Right.
it's new to me because I never like really just
Right,
paid
right.
attention to none of
Exactly.
it.
And that was the whole point of me, like having everybody say it. We can conversate on
Right.
it, and now you have this a newer found ideology about it. Because if you didn't know anything, like a lot of people don't know anything about personality tests or not really into that.
Mhm.
So going into something new, you may think something else, and now that we're talking about it, it's like,
Yeah,
oh well, maybe I don't really value that like I thought I would,
Right.
and just making you
Yeah,
just
facts.
kind of think, yeah.
So yeah, I might just look at things differently, bro.
He said, just might, y'all watch out.
Hold up, might be a new
Lady
Might
New
new
and
and
approved
approved
2.0.
Yes, sir.
Stay in tune.
He
Yes,
gonna,
sir.
he gonna go back and redo the blueprint. You feel
Listen,
me?
listen.
Redo the blueprint all the way.
So he changed it right now.
Right,
As
matter of
we
fact,
speak, I'm-
no.
As we
Right.
speak, let me slide one.
Let me just
Anthony,
note this right
what's
quick.
up, man? How are you gonna use your newfound knowledge about yourself to navigate through your life in a way that you didn't?
Well, I don't know if I would say that this is sort of like taught me something about myself I didn't know already, but it helped me sort of clarify what I think I already know about myself into an easier, digestible way. These cards, I really like these cards, and I would love to, got them and take it for myself.
I'll put my affiliate link for the program that I use. If anybody knows, like I'm in network marketing, so I went to a conference and she showed me these cards, and me already being familiar with personality tests, it was already just easy
hand in hand,
for me to just kind of, and it was cool because it's something where like it's like an icebreaker, like you just be with a group of
Right.
people and be like,
Mhm.
hey guys, y'all even know it, like hey,
Right.
put these cards in order,
It's a conversation.
and I thought, it starts a conversation, it sparks ideas, it gets us thinking and all that kind of stuff. So that was the main reason I wanted to use this, and just to give it exposure and just to get people thinking, So
So
Definitely did that.
do you guys know what a mnemonic device is? Do you guys know what that is?
maybe.
It's where you take sort of like a list of things, and as a way to help you remember it, you take the first letter and you give it something else. So, for example, in school, when we were learning about like genus, class, phylum, species, all that, or kingdom, class, like the classification of animals,
Yeah, I
we
didn't
would learn
take that
something
class.
called Kings Play Chess on Friday, Gone Saturday, or something like that. And so I came up with something here. Mine are NAKB, and I've decided on never assault Kevin's brother. You should never assault anyone. But if I just think about the phrase in my head,
Gotcha.
never assault Kevin's brother, I'll remember nurturing, action, knowledge, and blueprint. And so that's just something you can do to sort of like think like, okay, as a way to remember it, make it remember easier. And if I just think to myself, never assault Kevin's brother, I'll know nurturing, action, knowledge, and blueprint. And that'll help me, I can think to myself, like, here's a way to practically apply it. I can take stock of myself, like, what am I doing? Is this more nurturing? Is this more action? Is this more blueprint? And then I can, sort of go through and think, okay, did I do more nurturing today, or did I do more action today? And maybe this list is going to change. Maybe a month from now, I'm going to think, you know what? Maybe I should have put blueprint up there. Maybe that's not. But you can use this to sort of think, like, which of these four did I most, exhibit today? Did I most do? And then you can think to yourself, like, well, maybe I'm not so much what I thought. And if self-analysis and thinking about, how you think and who you are all the time is very important, because the worst thing you can do, I think, is to become set in your ways. Being set in your ways is like destruction, because if you're set in your ways, you could be wrong and you could be doing the wrong thing. So I really value this. I think it's a really cool system here.
Cool. And before I get to Benji, like before using these and knowing yourself, there's, with people cracking their code, once you crack your code, you can kind of start to analyze everybody else and things around you. So like my mom's a Leo, but she is more of an action person, more of a demanding like type person. You can kind of start speed coding people, breaking other people's code, and then that'll allow you to navigate different and respond to people different, like being like, oh, well, me knowing this and this about this person, they're probably an action person, so maybe I won't come at them in this way. I can come at them this way. It's like speaking their language.
Love language. Yeah, I was just gonna
you're
get there.
speaking that language. So that
yeah.
all comes full circle when you knowing where your code is. Once you crack your code and you know these values and about yourself, you can be like, oh, okay, well, you start putting on everybody else. Say, okay, well, how I want people to interact with me and how I want to interact with other people and things like that. So I just wanted to put that out there. That's just something to think about because I use this in my everyday life. I just kind of, okay, this, like I know Deontay's like I know you're an introvert person, so I won't come at you as an action. I won't do anything. Like I wouldn't come at you that way because I know you're not that type of person. I come at you more cool, calm, and collective. Type thing, Gorilla Man. I can just come on the grill. Hey, what's up, boy? We can bump bellies or something like that because I know, I know. Well, we've never done that. We bump bodies just playing basketball and stuff like that. But yeah, just me knowing that about him, like, oh, okay, he's. If I have to speak on him right now, I would probably think that he is a man. I would have to say an A. I would probably have. He's just like an actionable person. I'm just saying it off the top of my head, and just me knowing from what he's doing with the music and just being active, like he in the streets, y'all. Not y'all know what we're saying. He out there.
He's in the community.
He's in the community, y'all. So just using that and knowing how to navigate through other people, and maybe your experiences will be different with somebody you know at work. Like, oh, I don't even like that person, but I know that they're more of an analytical person. So maybe I'll come at them differently in this analytical way, and they be like, oh, but he ain't never came at me like that. He kind of spoke my language.
Right,
I'm kind of messing with him,
exactly.
and maybe we can get rid of some of that. Strife between, in the workplace and relationships and things like that. That's all I want to say real quick. I don't want to get too deep into it. Benji, man, what would you use? How would you use this newfound knowledge to, change what you're doing that you wasn't already doing?
Man, I think a lot of y'all took a piece of everything, but I'm just gonna piggyback off of everybody. For the most part, like I said, it helps me put in perspective and help me reevaluate not only myself, but like you said, others around me and know how to speak their love language. It also helped me, like they saying, it might change. I feel like this is where I'm at right now. But then a year or two, this might change. The action might be first because of, like you said, more entrepreneurs are more hands-on, head-on. And then, stuff might change around. And I think that's pretty much how I will apply it. I also have this list of like affirmations, so I'll be able to like remember this as well, like put it on top of my list. So that'll be, I know where I started versus, like I said, a year from now, it might change. So I might reevaluate 6 months to a year from now. I might reevaluate, like, okay, so where have I been or where am I doing now compared to what I was doing or when I was first introduced to this? So I'm interested to see what I might do myself.
Woo, man, this is fire, man. Yo, I'm hoping that I give y'all value, hoping that you guys are taking something from this conversation that we had, this amazing panel that I got gathered together today. We're about to go into the benediction, and then we're going to get the offering going. No, we're not in church, y'all. Some of y'all was like, oh, snap, start paying your pockets.
I guess I joined a cult
Start
now,
paying your pockets. Like,
That's my
God.
cue.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Pass the basket around.
It's time to go.
I think I didn't pay for parking stuff.
Nah, staying here. But man, I really appreciate everybody for coming out.
For sure.
I appreciate everybody that tuned in on everybody's live that's going in right now. If y'all can hear me, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys
Run them numbers up.
Run the numbers up. Run them up. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. Make sure you tapping into the Super Dre podcast. If you're on YouTube, you already know, click that subscribe button down there. We're trying to get them followers up. I think I got 20 followers now.
Ooh.
Woo! Let's go. I'm trying to get it up there. So 20 subs, you know what I'm saying? And yes, sir, I just had a
good word.
Today, I dropped a new episode. Nate the Great, a superhero in the making. Make sure y'all tap into that and any other episode that I got. Super Dre podcast on everywhere, man. Real quick, we're gonna go around the table, let everybody know where they can find y'all on Instagram and all that kind of good stuff. Deuce. So let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Find me on the gram at Deuce__214. That's underscore 2 times 214.
2 times.
DUCE__214. That's where y'all can find me at. You know what I'm saying? All right.
I guess they knew what you were saying. Deontay, what's up? Where they can
So
find
y'all can find me on Instagram at D2Harless, DEE2H 3 ARTLESS.
I was laughing because
What?
D2 Hard is like, man, you talking about some people say you're an asshole. I'm like, man.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow.
He might change that after today,
He
though.
probably changed it. Nah, he said
I've been having that's my PlayStation name. That's my gamer tag on.
Now PlayStation let you change it like once a year or something like that.
Oh, I don't know about
He's
that.
like, I'm not interested.
He's like,
I'm not
My name
interested.
is my name.
Pretty set on that.
That's cool. You said your way.
I'm stubborn. I'm a Taurus.
Yeah, God dang it. God dang it. Tony, Anthony,
Yeah.
my man. So,
So-
everybody know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram at Tony Spurgeon, all lowercase, TonySpurgin. I have a YouTube channel as well that has some of my projects on it, some of my acting work on there. Also, Tony Spurgeon on YouTube.
Pretty good.
My
Check it out.
I'm on Facebook too, with Anthony Spurgeon this time. I'm at some point I'm gonna try to get all my social media handles to all be either Anthony or Tony, but so my Instagram and YouTube is Tony Spurgeon, and you can find me on Facebook at Anthony Spurgeon. I'll probably friend you if I have enough space. You know, sometimes I don't have room, but you lose people. So yeah, I think I'm like 4,999 friends right now.
Oh, like on Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook. Yeah. I don't have like a page yet. This is my personal Facebook.
You can create a page.
I still don't have a Facebook page yet. I just have my own personal Facebook, but that functions as basically my page as well. But I'm very, open online with people.
Switch it to like the business account. And
Yeah,
stuff
you should
like
separate
that.
your business and
I
personal.
probably will soon.
Because
Yeah.
then you can track the analytics, and then you able to your base can go up. So
Yeah.
if you could probably could have had 10,000 maybe at this point, but if you had a page or whatever. Yeah.
I'll get into that stuff soon. I haven't been projecting myself out there as much as I should, so I'm starting to get on that more. I'm also about to have a TikTok. It's not
TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm about to have a TikTok.
I know
TikTok.
because I just downloaded. I'm late to the game on a lot of stuff, guys. I'm very slow
Y'all
with.
ain't gonna catch me on
I-
TikTok. Y'all ain't gonna catch me on
I am-
TikTok.
that you
y'all.
late.
I am
Always
slow to
changing.
catch up, so I'm getting my TikTok. I'm getting that figured out. Like I just don't know what I would post on that yet. Like I'm getting a TikTok for like the sake of getting myself out there, but I just don't know yet like what I would do yet because I'm not interested in lip syncing the songs or anything. But
Dancing. or
I wanna
anything.
I wanna
You can
use.
you can use TikTok to give value in the acting community.
That's what I'm
and
thinking,
things like
yeah.
that, and because that's the reason why I wanted to get a TikTok, and because the reach is crazy on there.
Oh yeah.
Man,
That's
like,
the
real
main.
talk,
That's the main
reach
reason
is
I'm gonna get one
crazy.
is the reach.
And the
yeah.
only reason you're using social media is to market. Like we ain't out there like I ain't just
Yeah.
showing you my family just because I want to show you my family. Ooh, look what we got. Nah, bro, I'm being real strategic about what y'all looking at.
Yeah.
I'm putting my podcasts and videos on Instagram so y'all can come listen to my podcast off of Instagram because like
Be
y'all know
relatable.
it shut down and who was over here kept clicking into Facebook like God dang it it's down. that was me. I was like
Yeah.
God
Oh
dang
my
it.
God, bro,
Pull
that shit
them
really
off
happened,
there.
bro.
Get to my
Yeah.
website. Get to
That
my
shit really
Patreon.
happened.
Get to the stuff off there. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can be tapped in, man. Make sure y'all
Sure.
tap in this young man. He killing it out
Facts.
there.
Thank you guys.
Benji,
What's
let
up?
them know what's up, where they can find you.
You can find me everywhere. You can find me in these streets. You can find me. No, I'm just playing.
At the store.
Stores.
Yeah.
You can find me in Dubai. No, I'm
Yeah.
just playing.
You may have seen this next guy at the
No,
store.
look, he's not lying about that. Where did y'all just go? That was where y'all went on vacation. Y'all went
What
somewhere.
time?
Y'all, I don't know. My
Um,
man,
listen.
my man's
Listen,
been
I'm
out
on the
there.
way.
He's been out there.
I went to Puerto Rico for my birthday.
Was that this year? That was this
Yeah,
year.
that was this
yeah,
year.
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This man.
I'm going
be
out of the
there.
country next year though. Mexico.
That's why you
Honduras,
asked about passport.
Belize.
Oh,
Yeah, what's up? What's popping?
I gotta get what I'm trying to get. I'm
Listen,
trying to get.
what's
I'm
up?
trying to get my passport,
You gotta
man.
get
I'm
it
trying to
over.
get it.
But I'm outside.
When you go out there, like,
What you say?
what you gonna do in Dubai, bro? Like,
Listen, I'm gonna live the Dubai life.
oh
I'm gonna live the Dubai life for the day. I'm gonna do that. Like the whole camel, the whole. I'm gonna put on the whatever you call it. I don't want to disrespect nobody's culture, but I'm gonna put on the like
put on
the
the
headscarf,
yeah,
the
hijab or something like that?
I'm gonna put on
Something like-
all that. I'm gonna do the
That's
whole
what's up.
nine.
Where they can
But no,
find
you can
at?
find me at on Instagram. You can find me at Benji_prominent. On Twitter, you can find me at Benji_famous. And famous is FVMOUS. Famous.
Famous.
That's
Benji famous,
what's
yeah.
up, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is Super Dre Podcast, man. We out of here, man. Peace.
Deuces.